Hi, it's Lenneke from Len's Crafty Life, and this is my journal that I made as a design team or a guest design team project for JunkJournalCraftLina. And the papers that I've used in this kit are from the Patchwork Collage paper kit. So please find the link to the papers below this video. Now, this journal is for sale, so I will put her up in my Etsy shop, and you will find the link to this beautiful journal with this patchwork cover in my Etsy shop. So do check that out if you're interested. Now, I used for the cover, since the paper is a patchwork collage papers, I found this in a charity shop basically. This so I didn't do this. This is probably from a patchwork that somebody wanted to make, and I thought they would go perfectly well with this journal. So I've used it at an angle, that piece, because it wasn't big enough to cover the whole front and back. So I put it at an angle, and I used these beautiful trims that I got recently. If you've seen my recent video where I get lots more laces and the fabric swatches that I got, this is one, or I used a lot of those trims, also this one in this kit. Now let me show you. I put this beautiful lace ribbon around it, and this you may have seen in one of my previous videos. This was kind of a silvery frame, and I aged it myself. Let me show you that. So it looks really, really vintage. Now, the lady is from one of my own kits. Again, I'll pop a link to that vintage ladies kit. Lots of images. I've used more throughout the journal, which I'll show you. And I made this rosette to go on this beautiful cover, and it actually comes off because it's quite thick if you want to write in this journal. I put some Velcro. So here you can probably see that. So it very easily comes off. You can, make a brooch out of it and use it as a hairpin on your handbag, whatever you like. But it comes off, and then this is the front. But let me just pop her on for now. And here on the spine, I've used this beautiful lace trim and some of my glass buttons. Now, I hope you can see that. These are the white ones. They are up for sale in my Etsy shop as well. Link below this video. And these are the white flower ones. I hope you can see that. So these are real vintage glass buttons from about the 1930s, 1940s from Czechoslovakia. And this is the card that I got them from. So here, it's a bit of a shame to take them off, but you gotta use what you gotta use. So let me show you. Now, this patchwork collage paper is there's lots of different colors in it, all kind of muted pastel colors, and I absolutely love it. It's very, very pretty. So here so you see a little bit of the blue trim. Again, there's a blue butterfly on here, some of the white lace. I put some pink over here because again you see some pink in here. So this is one of her pages. I made a little cluster here with a green crocheted flower that I went over with a bit of vintage ink. This is again one of the vintage laces that I got recently. Now this again is from her beautiful papers, and these as well. Now on the back I printed my own, again from one of my own kits, the avocado and lace dyed papers, just to give it a nice back. And so it's very, very soft pink. Not sure if the camera picks that up. And this is just some embossed paper that I put on there. Now this again is like a flower petal, not a real one, but which I thought went just really well. It picks up on the yellow of this page, and little pearl in there. Now here there's a lot going on. There's this, let me pick it up, show you a bit more up close. So it picks up on the yellow again from this page, and here as well. This is an embossed paper that I had in my stash. Some beautiful laces. This is some Edith Holden paper behind that, and there is another Edith Holden page in here as well, which I'll show you. And this is like, I made this color myself. It's a wax seal stamp with a beautiful, a very small butterfly, and combine two colors to get that kind of an aubergine color, very rich purple, well, aubergine color I should say. And I went over that with some gold wax. Now here's a bit of vintage trim on this page, some old vintage music paper in here. This again is from the kit, beautiful papers, and this as well. And just to add a bit more writing paper, I've added, this is a vintage paper with some lines. It's lined paper, and I will fold it out. Again, one of my my own seals with this beautiful lady on there. Hope you can see that. And this is just a plain piece of vintage paper. Now the staining on this is all original. It has like this brown edge. That's all original. This is from an old writing block. So you fold it up very easily, and the point tucks under there, and then it goes underneath the paper clip. Now this is some old German, from an old German book that was used in a Dutch school. So there's kind of like little numbers, and then here is the Dutch translation from the words with the numbers, which is kind of neat. Now this is an original CDV, carte de visite, CDV maybe you call it. Now carte de visites are old old photos. This is an original. This is from Chaumont. I've got another one in there from Paris, and these were basically made between 1850 and about 1920, before the larger cards, the cabinet cards were done. Now a bit of lace here, so that's original antique, basically, not just vintage but antique. So then this is again beautiful paper. This is a bit of washi tape that I used to strengthen this paper on in the spine part. Some vintage trim here. Now this is one of the laces again. If you've seen my that previous video with the swatches that I got recently, I immediately, when I saw this, I thought this goes so well with the paper. Just look at it. Look at the color combination. It's like the bluish is in here, and then kind of like that darker cream is in there. Doesn't it go perfect? I think it goes perfect in here. So this is kind of a flower in here. This again is from Lina's kit, and I put an old vintage book page in here. Now this is in the Dutch, old Dutch language, about different professions, and this is the stone cutter, basically. Beautiful, absolutely love that paper, so gorgeous. Again, butterfly on here. This is from my own, the avocado and lace kit. This is an old book page. This is from Lina's kit, and I made a little notepad with torn paper, some coffee dyed paper, tissue paper, brown paper, embossed paper, and this is one of her other tags that's in the kit. This is from her kit, this kind of ledger paper. And this again, I didn't do anything with it. It's so gorgeous. Absolutely love that paper. Now this is a vintage doily. It's so intricate, it's beautiful. This again is from Lina's kit. This is from my own, the avocado and lace kit. This piece of paper is from an 1870s book. Very old, French. It's French. Beautiful. 1860. January 1860, the preface was written. And this again is some beautiful paper from the kit. I put some lace, some broderie anglaise here, some, how do you say, some rickrack here, and a beautiful flower that I recently got as well, an applique. Now this is a book page, and I made several pockets, some pockets, one pocket here and one large pocket here. This again is from Lina's kit, some little tags. This is from the kit, and look at this beautiful, with the beautiful butterfly. And this is from an original 1955 Dutch ladies magazine, the Libelle. And this is actually, I think that's an old picture from New York. And some beautiful vintage ads in here, so cute. So this is not a copy, this is original. And in here, beautiful paper. And this again is from the kit from Lina. This is from the Avocado and Lace, my own kit. And this again from the ladies kit that I've got. Now this is actually a little tuck. You could tuck something in there, but it's kind of like decoration from Lina's kit. And this as well. This is an old book page. And with all the beautiful flowers, I thought that went really well with Lina's papers. Now she had in the kit, she has lots of tags and little papers and circles that you can cut out. And from there were some little squares in there, and or rectangular pieces. And I just punched these butterflies with my butterfly punch. It's a Martha Stewart butterfly punch, and I put a little bit of bling on there. So here we have the Edith Holden paper. Now just look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? So beautiful. So I use that as the middle of this journal. To be honest, I have no idea how many pages are in there. I think probably, well, let me count. How many pages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, yeah, 15. So 15 times 4 sides, it's about 60 sides that you have to play with and write on. Now look at this, isn't that gorgeous from Edith Holden? This back and this side. Now again, this is from a book that I had with these images. So I thought I'd add that as well. Since I just have so many of these beautiful books, I just decided I need to start using them. So there you go. And then in the middle, I've got this beautiful dangle. Almost, it's like almost like a flower dangle, but it looks a bit like a little puppet or doll as well. A little figure, doesn't it? Now this is a beautiful bead, kind of like roses. Sorry, I can't really get it up close. This is a glass bead, and this is a charm. It's a little bird cage charm with a tiny little bird in there. So that's the middle page, again from my Avocado and Lace light kit. And this again is punched from one of the little rectangles from Lina's papers with some of the flower petals that I had. And this again is a bit of the vintage lace I got recently with some yellow, which picks up on the yellow of these flowers in the Edith Holden paper. Now again, beautiful collage or patchwork collage layout from Lina, and some vintage trim here that kind of picks up on the colors again. This is the other side of the book page, and this is all these papers are from Lina's kit. Some little yellow flowers I put on there. Now this one is actually stuck, so you can't get that out, but these two you can. So these are 2 tags from the kit. Can print it on the back with my own avocado paper. And this is again from my own kit. So the lace is printed on, and then I made a collage on that lace piece, and I think it looks perfect with the papers from Lina's kit. Now this is a little tuck spot with one of the ladies from my own kit, and a beautiful broderie anglaise lace. And this again is another, it says honey, hope you can see that, wax seal that I made, and I went over it with some gold, and since it says honey with a little bee, I thought it went well with this paper from the kit, from Lina's kit. Again, beautiful layout here, and these colors, these greens are a little bit more vibrant, so I thought it went well with this lace, because this lace, I'm not sure if the camera picks it up, but it has a little bit of green going through it. It's quite vibrant green, so it kind of picks up on that. Again, one of the ladies from my own kit. This is from Lina's kit, so I made a little tuck spot here. But this is also a lace flip, and you've got a little bit of a surprise, 2 little green frogs there. So this picks up on the greens. Let's pop that back, and some vintage trim here again. Now, beautiful broderie anglaise on this side with some flowers. A little, it almost looks like an Easter bunny. It's almost Easter. Again, another wax seal stamp with a flower. Beautiful color that again I made myself. This is from an old Dutch German Dutch dictionary. So again, very old with the aging that you can see. And here some beautiful writing paper that I found in a charity shop, and it's all gorgeous. These beautiful lilac flowers. And here in the inside as well, they're very pretty. So just to give you a little bit more writing space, I added quite a few extra papers to give you more writing space to this journal. And here another beautiful tag. Again, this is separate. It's not stuck to, you could stuck it together, but it isn't. And you can write on the back again. I used a Martha Stewart punch to punch out a little butterfly from Lina's papers. This again from the avocado and lace I get from my own papers, and this is a beautiful rose image or circle from Lina's kit. And I made a little collage here. This is a genuine old Dutch stamp. It says Nederland, which is the Netherlands in Dutch. Postzegel, which means stamps, and it says 5 cent. Now that's not a euro cent, that is the guilder cent. And that's from a long time ago, probably about 1930s, 40s, I think, somewhere about there. So a very genuine old stamp, not a copy, it's an original one. Now this again from Lina's beautiful patchwork kit, and this is from my ladies kit, and I put some tissue paper on the back so you can write on here as well, and a vintage button I added to her. Now this is the other side of that 1860 1870 book page. And I used a bit of Lina's beautiful patchwork paper on there. Again, a butterfly from her papers. This is again from my own paper. This is from Lina's kit, and this as well, just gorgeous. I just didn't want to do anything with these papers. Look at it. Stunning. Absolutely love it. I love the layout. I love the beautiful soft colors here. And again, this is that beautiful vintage paper doily. This again is from Lina's kit. This is an old Dutch book page, and I used a different Martha Stewart punch on that. Now I added a few old Dutch postcards. This has kind of like a golden, not sure if you can see that, a golden trim around it. Very old. It's not dated, but it's around 1930s. And in Dutch it says Gelukkig Paasfeest, which means Happy Easter, Tot zondag. See you Sunday. M. Jose, that's her name. M. Jose. So really neat. This is one of my own coffee date papers. And again, a bit of Lina's kit on here. Beautiful rosette. And some of the trim. Now this is actually a corner from that same patchwork that's on the front. And there's a very small, dainty vintage trim that I put here on the edge. This beautiful paper again from Lina. This is from my own kit, and I put another lady on here and a rig trim and some pretty flowers here, flower trim. This again from Lina's beautiful kit and the bees as well. And I added a few extra bits here. Again, some more paper to write on. And I added a piece of that vintage doily on here. And on the other side, some beautiful trim. And this is just an extra piece of paper for you to write on. And this is a vintage postcard. It says hartelijk gefeliciteerd, that's Dutch. And this, I believe, is stamped, yeah, the 21st of December of 27. That's 1927. And it says Haarlem. That's very, actually, I was born in Haarlem. And I grew up in a small village very close to Haarlem. So that's kind of neat. I just look at the old handwriting. So very cool. A piece of history here. I love that. Again, this is the German book page on here. You can see it on here as well. So this goes on here very easily. And again, Lina's beautiful page. And this is from Lina's page as well. And this is the other original carte de visite. So this is from anywhere between 1950s and 1850s and 1920s, anywhere from there. And here it says Paris. Now it does say Marius as well. That's probably not his name, but this is the one who made the photographer who made 55 Rue Romur in Paris. The one who made this picture. So that again is an original carte de visite. This is some beautiful papers again from Lina's kit. And some braille paper I popped in here. And I made a little pocket here on some vintage music paper. Again, I added a beautiful lady from my own kit, and this is some handmade rose petal paper. So these are real, not handmade by me, but these are real rose petals in this paper. So again, some extra writing space for you. And I put this little collage on here of some tissue paper, that embossed paper, and another wax seal with a butterfly on there. And I went over it with a little bit of green. Oh, and here, again, some beautiful, it's almost like a wallpaper here from Lina's kit. Very pretty. So I thought, since there's yellow on here, I popped a little bit of yellow here, and this lady's actually holding a yellow flower. Then some beautiful trims. This is a double trim, the crochet trim and the soft pink trim. And this is already the last page. Again, beautiful soft pink layout with some green from Lina's kit. And this is the last page of the journal. So there you go. I hope you like it. Check out Lina's beautiful paper. She has other other kind of patchwork kits, but also other kits in her shop. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful layouts, beautiful colors. So do check out the kit and the rest of her shop via the link below this video, and check out my Etsy shop if you like the things that I put in there as well. And thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Oh yeah, and it's for sale. Bye bye.